For my project, I will be answering the question, are Al-Farabi's ideas of a perfect state truly perfect? Before I can answer this question, it is necessary that we fully understand his ideas. As such, I will interpret and analyze the document, Al-Farabi, the Perfect State, and visually model Al-Farabi's ideas in the video game Minecraft. This visual model will serve to better the audience's understanding of the concepts of the primary source document and be a tool to draw my final conclusions and answer my original question. To give you background on Al-Farabi, he was an Islamic philosopher that lived from 872 to 950 during the Islamic Golden Age. In Islamic philosophical tradition, he is known as the second teacher, after Aristotle, who is known in the East as the first teacher. He is best known for his work on political philosophy, metaphysics, ethics, and logic. In Al-Farabi's idea of the perfect state, there are 14 points that must be met. Every human being needs many things that he cannot provide for himself. Therefore, he needs people that can provide for those needs that he cannot meet alone. In order to obtain perfection, everyone must cooperate with one another so that each person's needs can be satisfied. On this principle, society was founded. There are three kinds of a perfect society: great, medium, and small. Great being the union of all societies in the world, medium being the union of one nation in one part of the world, and small being the union of the people of a city. Smaller than a city, there is a village, which exists to serve the city. Part of a village is a quarter, then a street, and then a single home, all of which exist to serve a greater collective. The city is part of the territory of a nation, the nation a part of all the people in the world. Essentially, the foundation of a perfect city, perfect nation, and perfect world begins with the smallest denominator. A city is the first instance in which perfection can be attained. Since good and evil are attainable through choice, a perfect city must choose to cooperate in attaining excellence. The nation in which all cities cooperate in all actions by which excellence is attained is a perfect nation. A city resembles a perfect healthy body whose limbs and organs cooperate to maintain its perfect state. Each organ serves a purpose, with the heart being the ruling organ. Each organ of the city serves one another in succession until one organ only serves and does not rule any other organ. The ruler of the city is the most perfect part of the city, at the top of the city's social hierarchy. A city is founded by its ruler, who embodies the ideals of a city and establishes descending service roles of his subordinates. It is also the ruler's responsibility to revise any parts of a city that are in disorder. The ruling body closest to the ruler functions in agreement with the ideals of the ruler, and so on until the people performing the most menial tasks are reached. All parts of the perfect city must be made to imitate the aim of the ruler according to their rank, meaning each person serves a function that contributes to a higher collective purpose, embodied by the ruler. A ruler should be predisposed to rule and should have acquired the attitude and habit of will for rulership. As a ruler is born to lead, others are born to serve. As the heart cannot be controlled by any other organ, no one can rule the ruler. Likewise, the organs cannot function without the heart, as the city cannot function without an able ruler. A ruler will have and obtain what Al-Farabi refers to as passive intellect, acquired intellect, and active intellect, in that order. Passive intellect being comprised of instinct and natural disposition towards learning. Acquired intellect being the knowledge gained by pursuit and absorption from the environment. And active intellect being the final state built from passive intellect, then acquired intellect at its peak, where he is able to learn and draw conclusions of his own without study and little previous knowledge. Every man has a natural disposition to absorb stimulus, essentially common learning abilities. It is only a ruler who can obtain active intellect. God will grant divine revelation to the ruler who meditates on his active intellect. Thus, this man will become a wise man and a philosopher who warns of things to come and tells of things that exist in the present. The ruler will have reached the highest degree of eloquence and aptness. Likewise, he is able to articulate his ideas and lead others so that they can understand his ideas and be able to achieve the highest degree of felicity possible. A ruler should have 12 natural qualities endowed from birth. A strong, healthy body with no physical deficiencies. Naturally intuitive, so he can grasp any concept as it was intended. He should retain all information he obtains and never be forgetful. He should be intelligent, being able to draw conclusions from incomplete data. He should speak eloquently and easily articulate his thoughts. He should be fond of learning and devoted to acquiring knowledge. He should be truthful and disdainful towards lies. He should have an aversion to temptation, for example, food, sex, gambling, and other pleasures. He should be proud and honorable, naturally find himself surrounded with luxury. However, material pursuits should be of little interest. He should seek out and embody justice and hate oppression and injustice. He should set goals and be determined to seek their completion. The next sovereign in a line of successors will be a philosopher. Know the laws and customs established by his predecessors. Establish new law in alignment with principles founded by rulers before him. Be good at deductions to handle new situations not encountered by his predecessors, while maintaining the good of the city in mind. Guide citizens through his speech to follow laws of the first sovereigns as well as laws he's established, and be strong enough to shoulder the tasks of war. If these conditions cannot be met by one man, they will be fulfilled by 2 to 6 men who can meet all 6 conditions of a successor mentioned previously. If all conditions cannot be met by one man, or multiple, then the city is imperfect and will perish. So, is Al-Farabi's perfect state truly perfect? The short answer is yes. If a city and nation are able to embody these ideals, they will without a doubt attain excellence, as Al-Farabi stated. However, these ideals are lacking in 2 important areas: practicality and historical evidence. A large part of the perfect state's foundation rely on the perfect ruler. Yet, these expectations for the perfect ruler are effectively impossible for one person to meet, or even a group of people. Many rulers and nations have operated closely to these ideals throughout history. However, they cannot be labeled as perfect, as no line of rulers nor nation has operated indefinitely without eventual collapse. Since an imperfect city or nation is doomed to perish, it is safe to say perfection has not yet existed, not in Minecraft nor in real life. The only place a truly perfect state could exist indefinitely is a truly perfect world.